Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First down. Here's Cousins. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, Cousins again.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
To B.C. Johnson.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Thrown away and incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 6th season in the NFL, the former number 2 overall pick, Marcus Mariota.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that is incomplete.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Armstead on the carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
third down, Mariota. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
A run here for J.D. McKissic.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 60 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Fitzgerald on the slant.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Armstead. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The drive starts with a completion, left side, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, He joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run here with Armstead. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 1st and goal at the 1. Now a toss to Armstead. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
From the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively mashed, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Jaguars 3, Vikings 0.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
at their own 20.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
First and 10 at their own 20.
And now out comes Minnesota. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins quickly to Thielen here. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. What a nice little gain. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Ball carrier.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Intended for Alexander Madison. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal.
2-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Jaguars 10. Vikings 3.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these kids. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Mariota on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A second down throw here for Mariota. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Armstead. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
40-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive. And then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Larry Fitzgerald.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Mariota now. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. It's now 4th down. Incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Kicking team.
Oh, no. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw, there's Cousins. But it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
The tackle made back at the 25.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. That is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go around. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Again, it's Cousins. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Fielded at the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Open man completes it to Butler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Mariota now to throw on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A gain of 27.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll hand to Armstead. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll give it back to Armstead. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Look at this. What you talking about, man?
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Mariota now on second down. This is Butler making the catch. And he's got this down to the 35.
Mariota.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Butler.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Armstead breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Mariota. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action now. Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 40, past the 20, 10. And they'll bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw Mariota. And he'll let this one go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 30.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Jacksonville.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Running back, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play fake. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line.
To throw is Mariota. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off the play fake, Mariota. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense. Hey, man, let's play our game.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Mariota. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith.
completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. That's complete to Butler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Armstead running to the left. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third down, it's Armstead. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
35-yard attempt.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
20. Vikings.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Jacksonville defense, here they come now. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cousins. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And they'll throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And this one too low. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
25-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Mariota. And he finds his man, that's Butler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Mariota. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Mariota now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lambeau is good.
He is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Jaguars 23, Vikings 10.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard
So
line.
Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 13. A little under 1:50 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 2nd down throw for Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He's going to let it fly. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because